Let's talk about tattoos in Japan. Hey guys, welcome to the floor of my bedroom. My name is Rose and I live in Kyoto, Japan, where I study Japanese language at a Japanese language school. I often get questions about what it's like being a tattooed person in Japan. So if you didn't already know, I have tattoos. Of the visible ones I have, it's this one on the back of my neck. I also have this one on my ankle. I also have one on each of my thighs, but I am not showing you those ones. Hello from future Amber, who is currently editing this video. I just wanted to pop on here to say something quickly for any of the younger people who may be watching my video and think, her tattoos are cool, I want tattoos too. To be honest, I don't want to say I regret my tattoos, but I kind of regret my tattoos. And it has nothing to do with actually living in Japan. It's more of, it was a fashion decision that I made when I was 21 years old, which was almost 10 years ago now. And I'm stuck with this same piece of fashion permanently on my skin for the rest of my life. Think of 10 years ago, if you made a style decision or a fashion decision that you were stuck with permanently, maybe a watch or a t-shirt that you decided on 10 years ago, what would that look like? I was in the New York City art and music scene and everyone around me was getting these tattoos and I thought they were really cool, so I got these tattoos. With my current style, I would like to have just bare natural skin and I can't have that now because of a decision that I made 10 years ago. Hate to say it, but mom, you were right. This is just from my personal experience. Some people do get tattoos and love them for the rest of their life. A lot of people get tattoos with significant meanings. Anyway, back to the video. So yes, I have tattoos, and I think the reason people are curious about this is because a lot of people abroad do have tattoos and they want to come to Japan, but they heard Japan isn't super tattoo friendly. And while that's true, it's also not necessarily something you have to worry about. So yeah, let's talk about it today. Sorry for the lighting change. As usual, I'm taking way too long to film this video, and so the sun started setting and now the lighting is just totally different, but we're gonna go with it anyway because I really want to make this for you guys, so we're doing it. Probably a good place to start is with the history of tattoos in Japan. I did do some research. So one of the earliest recorded records we have of the history of tattoos in Japan is in 720 AD, when tattoos were used as a punishment for serious crimes. Yes, in Girl with the Dragon tattoo style, criminals would be punished by having their crimes tattooed across their foreheads. So yes, tattoos didn't have a very positive connotation in 720 AD Japan, but they did have a PR rebranding in the Edo period. So the Edo period was a golden age for art in Japan. We had kabuki, we had ukiyo-e, we had woodblock painting, and we even had tattoos. So there was a Chinese novel that was super popular at this time called SUIKODEN, and in this novel the main character had full body tattoos. People loved these tattoos. They were making paintings of them and framing them and hanging them in their house for decoration, and they were getting tattoos similar as well, just for fashion and art purposes. So yeah, this was a good time for tattoos. The rulers at the time didn't love the idea because the main character in this novel did defy the government, but anyway, the public liked them. Then in the 19th century, this one is ironic, Japan started forming relationships with the West, and they didn't want the West to see Japan as barbaric because of their tattoos, so they banned tattoos. And I find this super ironic because now it's people in the West who have tattoos, and when they come to Japan, I wouldn't say people think of them as barbaric, but tattoos are definitely seen in a negative light. Then in 1948, tattoos were unbanned because US occupation forces wanted them unbanned. So yeah, they weren't banned, but people still generally didn't like tattoos or have tattoos. They were just not illegal anymore. Then in the 1960s, Yakuza films became popular. If you don't know who the Yakuza are, it's an organized crime group in Japan, and they are notorious for their full body tattoos, which are really beautiful, by the way. Nice art. But yes, they are an organized crime group, so there are negative associations with them and the tattoos. The light is changing again. So we've relocated again because of the sun, but I think no matter where I go at this point, there's gonna be bad lighting, so sorry guys. I should probably start filming earlier in the day, that's my problem. So yes, where were we? Tattoos became largely associated with the organized crime group, the Yakuza in Japan. To indirectly ban this crime group from certain public places, people banned tattoos at the onsen. They couldn't just say like, no Yakuza allowed, because that would cause problems. But if they say no tattoos allowed, then indirectly the Yakuza were being banned from public places such as some onsen, public beaches, pools, gyms, etc. So yes, that is the history of tattoos in Japan. When I was doing my research for this video, I did find that there's actually a festival for tattoos in Tokyo in Sensoji every May. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, the lighting is getting nice again. As for nowadays, the negative association with tattoos still does hold up, but I think as Japan becomes more and more globalized, that view is changing, especially with the younger generation. I do see people in Japan with tattoos every so often. So in my personal life, the only place where having tattoos has been kind of annoying in the workplace. So if you do work in Japan, you will be asked to cover your tattoos. Also in the job interview, quite often, especially if it's an English teaching job, they will ask you if you have tattoos. You can say yes, it won't affect whether or not you get the job, but it is a question that will appear on your job application. So don't panic if you see it. You don't have to lie and say no. You can write yes. They just want to know so that they can talk to you about their policy with covering them up. So yeah, covering it up was kind of annoying. I tried 3 different ways. One way was makeup, but the makeup was kind of expensive. It got on my clothes and it just took time. Another way I tried was sleeves. I ordered like these skin colored sleeves from Amazon Japan. As you can see, I have tiny wrists, so those did not stay on well. The way that I ended up doing it every day, which worked best for me, was using surgical tape. So it's a tape that's skin colored. You can get it at the dollar store, you can get it at the drugstore or online. It was really cheap, but it did add up over time and I did have to pay for it myself. So I would say that was probably the most annoying thing about having tattoos in Japan. But other than that, on a daily basis, it doesn't really affect me. I haven't tried signing up for the gym. I heard some gyms allow it and some gyms don't. When I want to go to onsen, I do love onsen, by the way. I usually just do kashikiri onsen, which is a private onsen. I find it more comfortable anyway. You don't have to be naked around strangers. You can just go with yourself or your friends. There are also some onsen that allow tattoos. There's a whole website dedicated to it, which I will link down below. I think it's called TATTOO-FRIENDly.JP. I've used it before. I went to Dogo Onsen in Ehime and I did the onsen there, the public onsen. It was really nice. You might know this onsen is famous for inspiring the film Spirited Away. So yeah, I would say onsen and work are the 2 biggest things you have to worry about. Other than that, yeah, on a daily basis, it's fine. I don't think people treat me different because I have tattoos. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about tattoos in Japan. Anyway, as always, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment box below. You can also message me on Instagram. If you like this video and you want to support my channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.